Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Hypergate. It's by Jeff Nagy, and it is fully released, looks like, on Steam for $12 US. It's a space combat space fighter combat superiority space shooter. That definitely invokes feelings of the old classics. Your wing commanders and your freelancers, probably a little bit closer to freelancer, except you're inside the cockpit and not outside your ship. It has controller support, some controller support. It has, I believe, a joystick support, although I think they only say Logitech for the joystick. And it's got mouse flight, and it's not terrible, the mouse flight. It's maybe not the gold standard, but it's also not the worst that I've encountered either. I off-camera played the instant action, which is more like instant action is just what it says there. It throws you into a mission and says, here, go, fight a bunch of things. And it was structured around teams, and it definitely looks like something that would be a whole hell of a lot of fun playing multiplayer with. I think it's only got local LAN as far as I know, but we live in the world of Parsec, where we can do any local LAN becomes a global LAN whenever you want to. So obviously downloading a program like that would be really cool here. I think this would work out really well in multiplayer. It looked a lot of fun. I play through an instant action. I'm going to play the campaign. I haven't touched any of the campaign yet, so this will be brand new to me. And I'll talk a little bit more about the mouse controls and everything as we go. So and there's also a leaderboard too. You can see I think 905 on the leaderboard or so. But anyway, let's jump into the campaign. There's training, and then there's the preventive action. I'm gonna skip the training because I kind of jumped into I didn't do any of the training yet, but I don't know if there's any story involved with it either. But I have already done the instant action, so I think I know what's happening for right now. So let's jump into preventative action.
Nova team, you knew when you signed up that you would be fighting a losing war. You spent enough time in the simulators, but they failed to convey the reality of what's been happening in the outer solar systems. In short, we spread ourselves too thin in the fight against the Independent Systems Coalition. The loss of Earth 15 years ago was just the beginning. We keep losing more outer territories, and our priority right now is to stabilize export routes to those areas to combat the ISC. We think we know where they're going to make their next move. About 50 light years from here, there's a research outpost at Langley. We've shut down nearby civilian gates and have started transporting our defensive craft. You'll be the next group to depart. Transit time is just over 30 minutes, so get moving. Hopefully you'll arrive in time.
All right, and we got different difficulty things. Just for the sake of this video, I'll leave it on rookie. It was when I played the instant action. I died a couple times. It's took me a little bit to kind of figure out things, so I'm just gonna leave it on rookie just so that we can see more of the game, and you don't see me just constantly rerunning things. But let's launch that.
Look, guys, just do the math, okay? The V-45 is scheduled for retirement next year, but has anyone seen the engines on the 55?
Watch out! Everyone pull up!
What is that?
That's an ISC cruiser. Never engage one head-on. Captain Matthews, they beat us here. I repeat, the ISC is already at Langley.
Understood, Lieutenant. Get in the system and assist the defensive forces.
Yes, sir. Rookies, listen up. Dead ahead is an ISC fighter class Hypergate. To disable it, destroy the 4 power coils mounted on the ring. Do it quick before too many enemy fighters can emerge.
Alright, since I've played the instant action, I already went for the power coils. Because I had a feeling that they were going to say, shut these puppies down, and already my wingmen are doing some good things. So you can see the ship does right itself. It also the as long as you keep your enemy in sight, your guns auto target, which is fine. I appreciate that, honestly. There is a afterburner when you hit down W. There's no like adjust speed that I can tell. It's just you go this speed, or you hold down W and go that speed, or you hold down S and you slow down, which comes into play. Ooh, we got guys coming through here. Comes into play quite a lot with the AI. I've noticed that the AI fighters will they tend to fly tight circles around you. I saw this a lot in the instant action, and because of that, it kind of makes the mouse control. It kind of highlights a little bit of an issue with the mouse control. So I said that this isn't the worst that I've done. It's also not the best. Like if Freelancer is the gold standard for space combat games that use the mouse for controls, and I believe a lot of people will agree with me on that. This I would say is a close silver. The only problem I have with the mouse control is that, like I said, the AI will sometimes run these very tight circuits around you, and you end up, there's just enough lack of control. I'm not sure what to call it, but you'll end up oscillating a lot. Like, you see how I'm trying to keep this guy centered, but I'm having trouble. Like, I'm constantly trying to
Okay, that was a pretty good one.
Oscillate back and forth and keep them in my sight when I'm trying to go straight at them. When I'm trying to I'm getting hit. When I'm trying to line them up. That's, like I said, when the AI flies real close to you, which this guy is kind of doing, you end up doing that a lot, where you just kind of oscillate back and forth a lot. Try to keep them in range. And on this rookie mode, it doesn't seem like it's quite as bad as it was in the instant action mode that I played. But you can still see, like, I'm having a dickens of a time keeping this guy straight here. So the mouse control works, and it's very good. It's better than a lot of games I've seen that have tried to do it. It's still not quite perfect, and it's a hard thing to get right. So, but they've come very close. So this is not really me criticizing too much. It's just, it just goes to show you how precise the controls for Freelancer were, where I can kind of say, like, this is close, but not quite yet. They spent a lot of time on that control scheme, and a lot of time, it looks like, has been spent on this as well.
Launching missile.
So it definitely shows. Just, again, I'm having this problem where I can't, like, I'm constantly trying to cancel out my movement.
Langley Research Outpost 4 is secure. All stations are intact.
Well done. We're booting up the gates to bring you home now.
We won't speak of the voice acting. It is an indie game. The voice actor sounds like they're bored, but I mean, that's just, I'm not expecting high quality stuff in that realm. But anyway, there's our stuff. So it looks like they're handling the main quests much like they handle the instant action, where it's just kind of a leaderboard. Here's your points. Take them or leave them. That's good. Incursion. Destroy a critical network of critical ISC communication satellites.
It's time for you to go on the offensive. We've located an ISC communications network that seems fairly isolated. Based on the patterns of communications in that area, we've determined that disabling this target would hinder the ISC's ability to operate effectively in nearby regions of space. There will be a lot of interference, so long-range communications will be sporadic until the network is destroyed. Take out the network, and then we'll have you gate back home.
I swear, I don't want to play it back again, but I swear I heard somebody talking in the background of that. Like there's somebody like either talking on the phone or like I heard like a female voice behind it, like you were talking on the phone or watching TV or something. So again, I'm not criticizing. It's just funny sometimes you see you know they're trying their best, and I appreciate that. All right, so we're heading over to here. Perimeter array 12. The warp-in sequence looks really cool too.
And gates protecting the satellites. Ready to engage.
All right,
Let's go, rookie.
afterburner.
Double time it. Activate your boost to speed up a little.
Now I don't know why the text is
Got to
blurry.
protect our cruisers and take out theirs.
It feels like when I'm boosting, the text shouldn't blur like that. So maybe they just accidentally keep applying the whatever filter it is they're using to make the blur effect. But oh yeah, turrets are usually a real bastard to deal with. I know this from the instant action stuff. Oh yeah. Like I said, real bastard to deal with. Let's take out the
Okay, I
things
just
here
picked up
first.
a lot of incoming enemy fighters. Are those satellites interfering with our sensors?
Alright, team. This is going to get messy. Use your best judgment and just stay in the fight, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm just I can't help but laugh at the voice acting. Bless the hearts, they're trying. But it's like I feel like I'm listening to like
Starting attack run now.
like voice chat in some in like Overwatch or something. not a and also you get to see the since I suck so much.
Keep targeting those satellites.
So I suck so much you get to see the nice windscreen effects that they have when you're damaged.
Beginning engagement.
Oh man, it's just great sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just having too much fun doing this. All right, let's take that out. And I think I fired off a missile. I'm not sure. I got a missile lock, but I think I did it. I think I did it. Just trying to make sure we don't get too many more reinforcements in here. There we go. And then we got the comm set up there. You can see a little bar underneath it that's telling you how much energy or how much health the various things have. So it's nice that giving lots of good feedback. This does suffer from the same thing I see a lot of space combat games suffering from, which is there is a little bit of a problem with situational awareness, particularly when you're getting attacked. It tends to be a little bit difficult to figure out where you're being attacked from. It doesn't really give you a good direction on where the incoming fire is coming from. And on top of that, there is a targeting computer. Like I can change my targets, but I can't target the nearest or anything like that. It's more of it'll just target somebody randomly from what I can tell. Like I can hit R and it'll cycle my targets, but it won't necessarily give me what I want. Like it won't, like I can't hit like T and just go through and cycle through the targets that way. I just kind of have to take what I get or whatever I shoot at in front of me. Like if I start to shoot at that guy, you can see it'll give me that up there. And see, like you can't tell, like that was actually a lot closer than I thought it was. So sometimes you can't tell how close you are to things either, because everything's so kind of tiny, which is fine. I mean, in space everything would be this tiny, but it's like it's very hard to, without having like a targeting something. I guess the radar does help a little bit because I can see the circles on the radar over there. But it's, I don't have like a target list, so if they're like, oh, you gotta make sure you take down this thing first, I'm not gonna be able to do it because I'm not gonna be able to tell what they want me to. I'm not gonna be able to pick it out on the radar or anything like that. But again, I feel like this game is structured more towards like the local multiplayer, really, because that seems to be what they're going for, and the campaign seems to be more of a kind of an add-on just so that there's a single player aspect, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, I would definitely say that the fun in this game is probably in the multiplayer. And, you know, it is, as far as I can tell, it's only local multiplayer. But again, if you go download a program like Parsec, that ain't no problem then. You can just use that, link up with your friends on that, and then that actually creates a local, you actually stream from your machine, and the local multiplayer will act as though you're both on the same computer. Now, I don't know how that works on something that is just the local. I guess it works. I guess it does. It simulates the local LAN, I guess. So, I suppose that'll work that way. You don't have to be on the same physical computer kind of thing. So I've seen others use it for like games that have their own multiplayer, like Broforce and stuff like that, but you know, the multiplayer that they come with isn't always reliable, so you use Parsec because the local is far more reliable, and Parsec servers are far more better than a lot of the multiplayer servers out there running some of these games. Not an advertisement for Parsec either. I'm just saying, I'm bringing it up because it seems relevant here, since this is a game that looks like it'd be a ton of fun in multiplayer, and it just doesn't have its own servers.
I'm trying to shake this guy.
Yes, I'm sure you are. Oh man, I am just taking it on the face here. Okay. These turrets are really difficult. Really, really difficult. This is why I'm doing it basically in rookie mode, because I know from the instant action that these turrets will get you every time. And you gotta take every one of them out for the ship to be destroyed. Now, if I were smart, I know that I've seen my AI compatriots go swarm on turrets and take them out. And if I was smart, I would just follow them around and go wherever they're going. But right now they seem to be very tied up in just taking out fighters. Let's see how I'm doing a strafing run over. Oh, there they go. They actually are really good at taking out turrets and stuff. There's one that's just been taken out. You just have to kind of follow them around a little bit sometimes. Turret's almost done anyway. Just hit it. It'll be done. There we go. See if I can hit this other one. I'm not going to hit it from that side, that's for sure. Now the ship does like auto right itself. I don't think there's an option to turn that off. I know that will bother some people, because there's a lot of people, especially who play Freelancer. Freelancer, I think, also had that option. And there were a lot of people who would turn that off because it's just not, it kind of throws you off a little bit when you're trying to aim for something. It's not really all that helpful, because, I mean, which way you're pointing in space is not really that useful, especially if you're not landing correctly or anything like that. But I like it because it helps me keep my bearings a little bit easier. And And you gotta watch for friendly fire as well. As they said in Battlestar Galactica, as Starbucks said in the reboot of Battlestar Galactica, for frack's sake, don't stay out of Galactica's firing solution. And that's what I gotta do. And you're dead. Awesome. Let's just use a missile on you. Why not? Bam. I got him. I might as well use him. As already damaged, so I'm not gonna waste one on him. Missile away. Oh, well, somebody else got him. Last missile. I like how the missile flies out of your ship. It looks very, very cool. I think they've definitely spent some time on the rule of cool in the game, because there are some really cool things like the windscreen being cracked and stuff. There's time spent on here. As much as I might laugh at like the subpar voice acting and stuff, it's they spent their time where it makes more difference, and I appreciate what's going on here. This is a lot. This is very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, the cockpit reminds me a little bit of Star Crusader, just a little bit. I just noticed that the joystick in the cockpit waggles back and forth with the mouse. I didn't notice that before. I just had time to notice it now. There we go. Where these guys are coming from? There seems to be an awful lot of them. And I've destroyed all their warp gates as far as I know. Oh, we got another comm set that I missed. See, you know, I could have been shooting that a long time ago, but it looks like my buddies are going to get it now. There we go.
Target acquired. Moving to intercept.
Yep. What they're doing. Must have been the last fighter I took out. Now they're doing the objectives. Oh, somebody's hitting me. That was more friendly fire. Oh, there's still a fighter over here, huh? Let's just take this guy out. Or not,
Command,
okay.
you're all done here. Do you read?
Affirmative. Come on home.
And that was that, friends. Alright, how many we get? 7 turrets, 10 comsats, 15 fighters, 11 power coils, for 1,747 points, and I guess I guess this is how many points we have, and this is how we'll level up over there. So that's cool. I don't know what the leveling up does. I think it's just for bragging rights, probably. And then we got this get to the Hilson wall and disrupt the imminent attack, but I think you guys see what's going on. The only thing I haven't shown is there is I don't know if I would call it a shield, but if you hold down C, there you might have noticed on the cockpit there, I haven't done it yet, but there's like a little circle, and if you hold down C, it kind of shields your ship. It's more like a electromagnetic thing where if missiles are incoming and you hit C, it seems to deflect the missiles away. Otherwise, a missile hit on your ship is a one-hit kill. So, which I found out the hard way quite a bit. Maybe we'll do one more. Why not?
Sorry to wake you so early, but our intelligence department just had a breakthrough. We've intercepted several messages from just outside of Hilson. We're still working on the data, but the frequency of communication suggests that an operation is ongoing. Based on the fact that the cloud obscures routine active scans in that sector, it's suspected that ISC forces are setting up a staging area for an attack on our outer colonies. The Hilson Wall covers a wide area. We're coordinating an attack on several fronts. Your gate is warming up right now, so go suit up.
Maybe we'll go up to, say, junior for this difficulty. Just to give it a little extra oomph here.
So if we can't scan the area, how do we know we're not flying right into a trap?
There's too many communications from too wide an area. Basically, Command thinks that they screwed up.
So, like, how do we know it's not a
No
trap?
time for talking. Engage enemy craft.
Can't help myself. Oh, we got some music finally. Did we not have any music before? Because, oh, here, yep, there's an
Someone
incoming
just locked
missile.
a missile onto you. See this meter? It shows how close it is to your fighter. You've got a short-range EMP for neutralizing missiles.
That's
Activate when
EMP,
the missile
that's what it
getting
is.
close.
Yep. So that's what I learned the hard way. There we go. And there's the EMP. They're teaching me how to use it and all those things. Oh, hey, I'm glad I played this mission because I don't think the other missions had music. This is the first one that has music because it's pretty rocking. And I'm gonna come a knocking here if this guy would. Now see, here's what I'm talking about is that the AI likes to fly these tight circles around you, which is wickedly annoying, but something you kind of have to deal with. Have a missile guy, or don't? Oh yeah, there we go. So do they have any gates here or anything? I see some turrets.
Oh man, I cannot believe this.
What? What's wrong?
Well, nothing. This is just really easy.
Nothing. This is really easy. Okay. Thanks for keeping that radio chatter to a minimum, dude. Just keep my shield regenning here. And there goes that one. They go boom quite nicely. The boom is very fun. So you guys are swimming these turrets here, so I'm gonna kind
Sit Rep Novas, what's your
of in
status?
here and hide.
Heavy resistance, but holding our own.
Understood.
I'm picking up some unusual solar activity.
Stay focused on your objective, Vincent. Worry about your suntan later.
Oh, damn. She got told off, even though it's probably going to be like, they're going to blow up the sun or something. Probably should care about that and all that stuff. I should also care about the beeping alarm here.
Missile.
Now another one down.
Shoot now.
Another turret over there down. One is on the other side of that. Trying to stray side to side is a little bit difficult. Kind of nice if A and D actually kind of kicked me from side to side, because that would make the controls even more responsive. But it works the way it is right now. Still wicked fun. This music is actually great. I was not expecting this. I like me some shooting fighters down, space fighters down, while listening to some good old rock riffs. Got some more of these turrets. The range here. Bump, bump. So on the other side. Good old window cleaning. It's always on the other side. Go. More kabooms. Very nice, Wiley. Very nice.
Man, I'm good. Did you all see that?
The ship models and stuff are pretty basic, but you know what? Sometimes all you really want is just something to shoot at, and it doesn't really much matter what it looks like. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sometimes you just gotta learn how to fly too. Something I have never quite figured out. Ooh, we are flying between things here. That's usually not a good idea. Getting that damn thing.
Firing missile.
This way and flip around. Oh, they got it. Never mind. Damn kill stealers. All of them. A whole lot of them.
Now.
Do 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 do. Let's use our missiles here. Maybe that will. Oh, there we go. That worked a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, these guys are getting in the way of my missiles. Yeah, there we go. Got one little turret left over yonder. I think one of my friends just crashed into that thing. Head on. Oh, they're already taking that turret out.
This is Commander Reeves of the Pencils. All hostiles have been destroyed.
Excellent. 250s, dock at your assigned cruise and prepare for gate travel home.
At 920 points, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And there you have it. And then there's Solar Station is the next one and all that stuff. I won't go any further than that. I'll leave the rest as a mystery for those who want to sit down and play it. There's upgrades. Which is interesting. Oh, I guess that's what those points were for, is to do upgrades. But everything's locked off. I guess it's locked off until I actually level up, maybe? I'm not sure. Because I got a lot of credits here, but I got nothing I can use it on. I didn't even notice his upgrades. This upgrade thing is just kind of buried over the side here. And then the instant action is just what it sounds like. You just pick a map to go on and you can play. And I think you can open it to a LAN game. Yeah, you can host or you can join a LAN game or you can do single player. And that's that. So that was my very quick, but I mean, pretty complete, I guess, look at Hypergate. It is by Jeff Nagy, and it looks like it is fully released out on Steam for $12 US. Overall, it's pretty cool. I think it make a lot of fun. Like I said, this is the type of game that would be a ton of fun, probably with other players. Either playing on the same team or playing against one another, as the case may be. So, totally cool. Everything, I'm fine with it. That's about all I can say. I've given my feedback on the controls and whatnot. It certainly is nice that it works with just a mouse and keyboard, and it feels okay with the mouse and keyboard, which is a very hard thing to do, and I can't praise them enough on that. So anyway, as always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.